What up, YouTubers and retro players? Welcome back to Dennis Fleeman's YouTube channel, the self-proclaimed European retro video games expert and moderator on retroplayer.nl. Today I'm changing gears, I'm mixing it up, because I have a horror movie review for you guys. A 90s horror movie review with a video game theme, that is. I'm a huge fan of Cinemassacre.com, and I love the 31-day marathon of horror movie reviews each year in October, the so-called Monster Madness series. But sadly, James discontinued it as a 31-day marathon this year. So I decided to throw in a fan-made, bootleg, tribute episode on my YouTube channel. The movie I'm going to review for you guys and that I recommend to watch this October is Brainscan. Brainscan was released in 1994 and directed by John Flynn. I can't believe that this movie never got reviewed during Monster Madness, because it combines horror with video games, for God's sakes. This movie is very unique, it's well directed, well acted, and it's often overlooked. Brainscan is a psychological horror movie. The main character, Michael, is played by Edward Furlong, fresh from his Terminator 2 movie. Michael is an average teenager that lives a rough life. His mother died when he was only a kid in a car crash, and that crash left him with a limp. His father is never around, and he has only one true friend, Kyle. Michael has a crush on the girl next door, but he lacks the courage to ask her out. He's also a huge video game fan, and one day he gets his hands on the new virtual reality game Brainscan. It's the latest video game with interactive virtual reality technology. I've seen this movie when it first came out, and back then the video game scenes were okay. A few years ago I rewatched Brainscan again, and I found the video game scenes to be laughable. They were obviously based on the early 90s full motion video games and felt outdated. Let's face it, everyone, older movies based on gaming and the internet don't hold up. But time has flipped things once again. PlayStation Virtual Reality, Resident Evil 7, VR gaming is back. The movie Brainscan isn't outdated at all in 2017. Anyway, our main character Michael starts playing the game. It's asking him to think and act like a killer because he gets to play as one. But when the game ends, he finds out that the person he killed in the virtual reality game was an actual person living in his neighborhood. So the game wasn't a game after all. And when he asks himself that, the trickster comes into play. It's Freddy Krueger's cousin, mixed with a little bit of Joker, cocaine, and Aerosmith. He's also sharply dressed. He's the game's mascot, and he comes to life, Virtual Reality 2.0. And he tells Michael that he has to play all 4 of the games, because if he doesn't, the police will find out that he committed the murder. At first, Michael refuses, but soon circumstances force him to play the next 3 games. But with each passing game, things are starting to get worse, and worse, and worse, and he soon realizes that he might have to go to extremes to keep himself and his loved ones alive. In the meantime, the trickster is terrorizing Michael without remorse. The homicide detectives are on his trail, tension builds and builds. You are really on the edge of your seat. Sadly, the ending is a little bit of a so-called cop-out, but the movie Brainscan doesn't disappoint, especially for a budget title. It's really something else in the horror genre, so if you like video games and are a horror fan, then you might want to give this one a go.